What's up, y'all? Big Red here, coming at you another Fallout 76 video on the channel. Hope my fellow dwellers are thriving and surviving out there in the wasteland. This is going to be a test over to see if we can not have to spam any coffee. Much like my max AP builds, I've done them. If you haven't seen them in the past, I'm going to clip it in with get my AP up like to 800 using unyielding armor and food buffs, and being able to lock in with the Enclave plasma flamer or just any other plasma flamer and melt Earl like in 2 minutes. Let me clip that in real quick just to show you. Here we go against Earl. I got a bloody Enclave flamer, and like I said, it's not exactly perfect. It takes a couple times of using up that AP, but eventually you wait for it, it locks in, and then it's just like I'm spammed a bunch of coffee. Here we go, right here. Pretty amazing. It's really fun build whenever you can lock in like that and not run out of vats and not have to spam coffee. It's pretty crazy. And it's all kind of changed whenever we were to make these max AP builds. You know, by adding +2 agility, and with Thirst Quencher adding over 100 to your max AP, and a couple food buffs. You know, you're especially unyielding armor, and get your AP up into 700-800s. That's what the effect is. It's like because the higher your AP, it does make your AP regen faster when your AP is higher. And it's like the game, it's a glitch. It's just, you get your AP up that high and it just replenishes itself constantly, even in vats. Alright, now that's the effect we're going to go for. Hopefully we can get that with the gatlin plasma and power. Alright, so you see how you can, your AP's up high enough. I don't know if it's tricking the game, that you got so much AP, it's not exactly a glitch. It's almost like you're spamming coffee, but you're not. You just get your APs is so high, and it's like the game thinks that you have unlimited AP. Well, we can't get it that high exactly, but we can get 655 in power armor as a carnivore. And I noticed this when we did the carnivore versus herbivore on the last video, that I didn't spam coffee the second time when he went down, and it was like regen and the AP was. So I think we can get our AP high enough once we take a hard lemonade. If you don't know what that is, it's a lemonade plus a vodka, and it gives you 30 AP and 10% AP regen. So that'll get us right up to almost 700. And with the full set of scanners with the reduced AP costs, definitely might be able to get it to lock in for us. It might not be perfect. You might have to fire some outside vats and then get back in the vats, but if we can get it to lock in, that's a game changer, especially not having to farm coffee, because it is grinding. But everything's grindy. This is Fallout. It's RNG, and there's always going to be some kind of grind to it. But if we can eliminate some of it, it definitely will help. Especially we don't have time to do all that, and I get it. The gun we're going to use is our bloody gatlin plasma, with 50% crit damage, minus 25% action point cost, with pinpointers. The best multiplicative 4-star damage, especially against the snake, because his eye is an appendage and it is a weak point. So we got calibrated capacitor getting an extra 100% crit damage. We got the rifle barrel. We got the stinging core for armor penetration, reflex sight for AP cost, accelerated nozzle get that faster fire rate, but without having faster fire rate. And yeah, this gun don't need no introduction. Everybody knows it's the meta, and it's the best weapon really to use on this last boss. Maybe outside flying around with the auto axe, if you got a computer, maybe with the hotkey spamming coffee. But shouts out to Alex, that was sick. But outside of that range, just right now until the next update, this is it. Over in the build, it's the same as it was. It's a basic heavy gunner vats build with steered toward using Nuka Color Dark, because we're not going to use limit breakers, which I still think is a good effect, especially for newer players if you don't have the Nuka Color Dark formula yet, because you don't have to worry about managing your crit buffs. But in order to utilize scanners and +2 agility on our armor, we need to go back to the old school way and use Nuka-Cola Dark. So basically got all our heavy gunners maxed out, got lock and load for faster DPS, blocker for, but obviously for blocking his attacks on the island. Concentrated fire, you need 1 to get those eye critical shots so you can target the limbs. Thirst quencher, definitely essential. It adds 111 to our max AP, definitely need that. Life giver 2. Bullet shield, definitely essential. Reflects some of his poison when he's spewing it at you. Cola nut, like I said, with Party Boy and Happy Go Lucky, it's a 7 you have to invest to use Nuka-Cola Dark. It is a heavy investment. Like I said, it used to be the only way we could get to 33 look and power armor, but now we have multiple ways. But in order to maybe not have to use coffee, if that's the case, if we can get this thing to lock in even several times without having to spam coffee, then it's worth it in my opinion. So we'll see how it goes. Also, I got a full set of Rejuvenators that we're going to test, and I got some Rangers I want to put on the Rejuvenator set once I'm done. So we'll see which one was better, because the Rejuvenator is supposed to work when you're in vats, and we'll see if it's having our AP up high enough, or is it the scanners, or is it the AP being high enough. But we will test that. We got a full set of a strange. We got stranger numbers. You got to multiply our mutations. Definitely got to have that. That's why we're all playing on a team right now, but so we can maximize our AP to get it up as high as we can. Because solo we would have a little bit less. It'd be like maybe 620. So we need to try to push it up as high as we can. That's why even though we're on a team, we are playing solo inside this event. Tenderizer, of course, for more damage. Nerd Rage, Stabilize for armor penetration. Basic Dodgy for survivability. Better criticals, extra 100% crit damage. Critical Savvy, giving us a crit every second shot. Bloody Mess. I did pop a magazine and a bobblehead for the fight. Wonky Duds for our poison resist. And we got 5 specials, but our legendary agility is added onto our 15 agility, so it gives us a base of 20. We got that 5 added to our 15, so we got a base of 20. Plus the armor gives us 2 for each piece, that gives us a base of 30. So over in our bust, we got, like I said, Serums cancel negative effects. You might have to swap out Bloody Mist for Class Freak if you don't have Serums, but if you do enough Rage, you should have enough Serums. But mainly carry weight. Well, canceling out Skelly Skin does help our AP be as high as it can. That's one you really need to cancel out to maximize it. Bobblehead Big Guns getting us 20% extra damage. Life Giver getting us 178 to our HP. We got Size 9 getting us 100% extra crit damage from our heavy guns. We got Thirst Quencher giving us 111 to our max AP. Company Tea giving us 10% AP regen. The Sweet Mupper Tea giving us 50% crit damage because we're a carnivore. To maximize it, because you get 30 more being a carnivore on your max AP. That's why I also took the magazine to kind of make up for not having the extra crit as a herbivore. And we have the cooked soft shell meat, definitely 50 to our 8 max AP, definitely essential, easy to get from the Murloc steamer. Squirrel on a stick, plus 8 to our agility, that's adding 130, both of those to our AP, easy to get from any train station. And those are the ones that we are really utilizing in the fight. You can see the Murloc Queen steak, it's giving us plus 8 to our endurance. That's adding to our Thirst Quencher into our tankiness. Our endurance is 25, agility 43, our luck is 18. Once we pop a Nuka-Cola Dark, our luck would be 36. Endurance perception is 16. So we're doing pretty good in all our areas. We got Adrenaline, Bare Bones, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Carnivore, Chameleon, Electrically Charged, Herbitality, Marsupial, Skelly Skin, Speed Demon, and Unstable Isotope. And a full set of Overeaters, Vulcan Power Armor with Ultracite Bracers, and we got plus 2 agility and through hikers, and a full set of scanners, which gives up to 25% on full stack reduces our action point cost. So while we're in vats, so we're gonna see if that, like I said, our Rejuvenators with the full set will get us to the place to read. We don't have to spam coffee. I do have emergency protocols on my chest piece. reload. And I'll mess this up. Trying to pay attention to my AP. Nuka Cola Dark, Overdrive, Hard Lemonade, 36 and 6.95 on the AP. So doing really good in those areas. What's up, Snakey Poo? Here we go. See what we're gonna get. Not doing bad. There it goes. See it regenning? It's regenning. I'm doing what I want to do. It ain't perfect. Not nice, Snakey Poo. Not nice, Snakey Poo. Not nice, Snakey Poo. It's regenning. It did it. Whew. It did what I wanted to do. We didn't have to spam any coffee, and it wasn't perfect. We did have to, sometimes we ran out of AP a couple times and had to come back in and get back in the vats. But it did what I thought it would do, just like it does with the Enclave Flamer. You can get your AP up to that 600 mark with the scanners. It seems like you can do that. All right, now let's test it with a set of Rejuvenators and see what the scanners or the Rejuvenators, what kind of effects it's going to have. We'll compare them. All right, here we are. We're back, and we got the set of Rejuvenators on all the armor pieces, plus 2 agility and 3 hackers on them. Rejuvenators, it works while you're in vats, but it's a gradual thing. But with a full stack, we should, see some effect, you would think. Emergency protocols on there. The buffs are still the same. Still got serums, still bobblehead big guns. Still have Custom Science 9, Company T, Sweet Muffler T. Aged Murloc Queen Steak, plus 8 to our endurance. The cooked soft shell meat giving us plus 50 to our AP. The squirrel on a stick giving us 8 to our agility. That's right there. We got 43 agility. We got 25 endurance, 15 perception, 25 luck. That's because I ate a little iguana soup, but really didn't have to. But with Nuka Cola Dark, we'll have way more than enough. Still a carnivore. Everything stays the same. Still the same weapon. Crit damage, action point cost, pinpointers. Build still the same. All right. Reloaded. Let's get our danger off. Let's see, is this the scanners? Or is it just having our AP so high? Overdrive or Rejuvenators get a similar effect. 6.95, 43 on the luck. So really sitting pretty. What's up, Snakey Poo? We'll see. It only looks like we're getting a lot of it's kind of regenerating itself even without scanners. Look at that. It's doing a good job. Stop it, snaky poo. Stop it, snaky poo. Doing a good job regenerating itself. They did a good job. We'll have to compare the AP on those two because I don't know if it did better with Rejuvenators or better with scanners. Because I mean, once we locked in, you know, it wasn't perfect, like I said, but just like the enclave flavor build, it ain't perfect. But once it gets to lock in, you empty the whole clip on them. So very powerful. No coffee needed. I think. I don't know, let's compare it to, we'll talk about it. All right, let's do the Rangers. Here we go, the last run for the video, comparing these different effects for a max AP build. Doesn't matter to have scanners or rejuvenators, or can you just slap on Rangers on there? Just having our AP high enough, going to be enough to make it regen, just like on that enclave flamer we showed at the beginning. You know, when you get it up high enough, higher your AP, it does affect your AP regen, so you get it up high enough, it just regens when you're in vats. So yeah, so we're going to see which one is the best if you do have to have one of the scanners or rejuvenators that are affecting your AP. We'll test out Rangers. Is it worth it? You get an extra 25% with the 5 pieces when it's stacked. I really don't think so, but maybe full health where you can't get as much damage increase as you can as bloodied, and we are bloodied right now. See, we're getting 134 with the power armor on. Oh, sorry, my voice went out before I finished this video. Now we're getting 126. So, I mean, that's like 16. See again, 126. 2 damage types. Why it does that? Oh yeah, it's about 8 each damage type, so 16. That is not much of an increase in my opinion. Like I said, maybe full health, but you need a little extra. But there's so many better options you can put on there. I mean, you're already at 16. You're really not. It's not going to show up, and we'll see that here whenever we test it out. So we do have the bloody with crit damage, mass action point cost, with pinpointer still on it, with the calibrated capacitor still on it, with the stinging core, reflex sight, and accelerated nozzle. Still modded the same. Like the only difference is our armor with the Rangers on there. Our build still the same. Still going to use nuclear color dark, got stabilized still. Got bloody mass, better criticals. Still got funky duds. Still got the same buffs going. About to pop another hard lemonade. That's the right serums, catch the negative effects. Still got bobblehead big guns, giving us extra 20%, and we still got Tesla Science 9, gives us 100% extra crit damage from our heavy gun. Still got our McCompany tea, sweet mushroom tea, giving us the crit damage. The cooked soft shell meat, giving us the extra 50 AP, and a squirrel on a stick, giving us the +8 agility. And we still have Thirst Quencher, which is another valuable part of maxing out your AP, 111. Alright, here we go. Make sure we're reloaded. Danger All. Nuclear Color Dark. Overdrive. Hard Lemonade. 695 on the AP, 36 on the luck. So snaky poo. Say hello to the Ranger Danger. Say hello, snaky poo. Okay, don't mean that it's not gonna lock in. Sometimes it takes a minute, but. Come on. Looks like it's regenning. Hard to tell. It's hard to tell because in the fight it was trying to pay attention to the AP and in my health, but anyway, so we're going to do a baseline. We'll do another run with coffee, with scanners, and then we're going to compare all the APs toward each other and see what works best to try to have a max AP build for Power Warmer with no coffee. Alright, we're going to use the scanner set, and all the buffs will be the same weapon, everything. But we're just going to jump right into it at the same time, and we're just going to go, because really we're looking at AP. That's what we're measuring. So we'll get right into it. Danger all. Make sure we're reloaded on our Gatlin plasma. Make sure we got our coffee ready. There's a color dart, overdrive, hard lemonade, 695 and 36 watt. Alright. What's up, Snaky Poo? A little bit of coffee. On fire. There we go. You see how the AP a little bit of spamming on some super stem packs. Staying locked in, of course, because you got coffee, reload. A little bit more coffee for the comparison. Like I say, this ain't a build, a speed run, but more just so we can compare what it like with AP. Alright, this was really a speed run, like I said. This is really to compare the APs. I think my best run's like 50 seconds. But I want all the runs to be on a team so you can see I'm not cheating anything. It's not a private world. Custom world is a real world, applicable adventure mode, so how it would work for you. And yeah, so let's compare them all and let's see how that stacks up coffee versus the other effects. All right, here we go. This is like the easiest test to put together, and comparing damage is a lot easier. Comparing APs, You might have to watch a couple times yourself to really get a grasp of it. But just like the Octave Flamer, the first couple times they do run out of AP, but I slow-mo it here because this is where the scanners and rejuvenators lock in, and they don't run out of AP from that point. The Rangers does run out of AP. It was run out of AP quicker if you're in the beginning, if you watch it, than the other two. Rangers does run it out again. So the Rangers, at the end, the Rangers does kind of pick up, and it seems like it locks in a little bit too. So, but it doesn't work as good as having the scanners and the Rejuvenators. Rejuvenator seems like it worked a little bit better than the scanners, but the scanners was still doing the same thing. It was getting that AP regen while we were in vats firing. The good thing about Rejuvenators, though, one is that not only you get the AP regen, but you're also getting health regen on you at the same time. So it almost is a better effect because they're going neck to neck. They're both doing the same thing. They're both regening while we're in vats, with our AP being that high. The Rangers, the damage we got off our Rangers was like consistent number was 2,477, and for the other one was like 2,404. So it was about a 70-point difference at the most. It's not really worth it in my opinion. I would say, in my opinion, I would go with Rejuvenators. It seemed like it worked a little bit better than scanners, and you're getting the health regen with it. I don't think Rangers is worth your time. That little bit of extra damage, you might as well go with something that's going to help your AP more and help you stay in vats longer. The times on them were not my best times. They weren't, like I said, this wasn't a speed run. I did all these on a regular server, so that way you could see that I wasn't cheating, putting on some custom world, trying to cheat some kind of AP. But anyway, it wasn't my best time. Wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a speed run. It was about comparing the AP. And my best time was like 50 seconds. These, but the coffee was 110. With the scanners, the Rejuvenator was 115. The Rangers was 124, I think, because I got staggered by the snake. That's what affected this time a little bit worse, but it didn't lock in the vats as good as the Rejuvenators or the scanners. So it was close to. Is it worth it? Farming the coffee to get those 5 seconds. I mean, if you're trying to get a speed time and trying to beat your time, yeah. But in regular play, especially playing on a team, I think this max AP build is a perfect solution for people who don't have time to really farm a lot of coffee. Don't get it twisted. You always got to farm something. You don't have to farm the Rejuvenators or the scanners. I'd go Rejuvenators, but in my personal opinion. But whoa, how did we get here? Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to. Oh, okay, I'm dressed. Ooh. All right, to recap the whole thing, let's go over a few of the buffs and our specials real quick. For you vets, you can probably go ahead and peace out. You probably already know what's up, but any newer players, we'll make sure that on your loadout that you invest. I know I said 15, but I can only really invest 4 of my legendary agility on top of my agility, and to get my base 19. You want to make sure you got Thirst Quencher, Bullet Shield, Polar Nut. You want to make sure you got Party Boy, Happy Go Lucky, but Nuka-Cola Dark. Range of numbers, so you can get your boost mutations, get your AP up high enough, better criticals, obviously. And gotta make sure you got Funky Duds on too. And then show you on the food buffs real quick. The different options you can go with as a carnivore. Make sure you are a carnivore. You get your AP up by 30 more than herbivore. You gotta get either the aged Murloc steak or the dog meat steak. Medium rare though. You don't want it well done. They'll give you your A tier endurance to help your thirst quencher and your tankiness. You want cooked soft shell meat, get your max AP, or you can use the poached angler. The soft shell meat you get from Murloc steamer, so that's the easy one to get. Squirrel on a stick is what you want for your agility. It's easy to come by on the from any train station. That, or you can go to the Mirelurk soft shell cake. You can get that from Yasmin or from White Springs and the ground Molrite. Those three will add your agility, and they can be farmed from Yasmin or White Springs or the train station for the squirrel on a stick. In case you don't know, like the Murloc steamer is, that is it. You can get it from the Atom Shop if you missed out on it. You can go to Bethesda, you go to White Springs Refuge there, and I'm showing you Yasmin. You can farm it from her too. On the Power Armor, you need Vulcan for that little bit extra AP refresh that it gives. It does help. You also going to need +2 agility on armor pieces and through hikers, and your choice of really of scanners or rejuvenators, but I recommend rejuvenators because you get the health and the AP refresh. So you need Nuka Cola Dark and then Hard Lemonade. If you take your Nuka Cola Dark, but you gotta put it in that order. You see I had Hard Lemonade going, I took the Nuka Cola Dark, it'll cancel out the Hard Lemonade. So you can take the Nuka Cola Dark, then the Hard Lemonade, and then you'll have your luck and that boost from your 30 to your max AP and the extra AP regen. And you also want to make sure that you have company tea for your AP regen. You want to make sure you got sweet mushroot tea. Remember, you could be a carnivore. You don't have to cancel that out. It works as a carnivore. There's a buffs I use, like I said, the Age Murloc Steak Queen, the cooked soft shell meat, and the squirrel on a stick. As a carnivore, because it gives you that 30 extra that you can get more than you can as a herbivore. And it's about getting as much AP as you can to get it up high enough to trick it and make it regen. But who do you think won? Who did better, Rejuvenator or Scanners? Hopefully this helped you out. You don't have to farm as much coffee, but like I said, you're still going to have to farm some. This is Fallout. I hope y'all thrive and survive. This is Big Red. Sorry my voice went out, but I'll see you in the next one.